Back again with another video for you. It's not another Canon video, it's a Freedom Smith trigger video. Check it out, we'll talk about that today. Alright, so it took a while since my last video where I showed you that I got the trigger in from Freedom Smith. This is the Freedom Smith Fat Daddy Classic trigger, not the curved. Make sure clear. Alright, and I don't know what took me so long, but I'll tell you, it's amazing, right? As far as the trigger pull on it, let me try it from this angle so you can see how far it goes back. That's it right there, right? Let's try it again. That's it. So the concept here is it reduces pretty much that travel. They've done something, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the angle that it's in. Because when I installed this, I'm not gonna lie and say it was simple, but I was checking out the mechanics of the original trigger in here and comparing it to how this sat in there, and it was a noticeable difference. Here, let me give you a little comparison. So clear. All right, so comparison in the triggers. If you look at this, look at all of this, look at all of that, and I'm still nowhere near. These are both elites, right? So one of them being a compact, one of them being a subcompact, but when I compared this trigger to that trigger, it's the same, right? So definitely a huge difference. And then while I was at it, I went ahead and installed the Taylor Freelance Plus 4s. Pretty easy installation. Loosen up that back there. Well, slide this off by pressing down here, slide that off, and then the spring will come out. You'll see that plastic piece in there. Just go ahead and fit the spring back in there. Actually, you could take the whole follower out. It's a little bit easier than just taking it halfway out and squeezing it on. I figured that out on the second one. So I got two of these base plates. This has not graduated to my carry gun just yet, but when I do carry it, I'll be carrying with the regular 15, and then I'll have this as a spare mag. Or if I go to the range, obviously I'll be using these. I did take this out to the range with the new trigger. It's a huge difference. And I tell you what, it also helps with anticipating your shot. I find myself doing that sometimes after I, shot about 50, 60 rounds, and then I start anticipating it for whatever reason, I don't know, but that didn't happen with this. All right, so I'm gonna roll in some quick footage of me installing the trigger. It is not an easy install, I'll tell you that right now. You literally have to take this all the way apart. So these two tabs, you have to take those off. You have to take down the slide lock. That's kind of difficult because there's a little pin in there and you don't want to ruin your gun. I don't know if you could see it there. And then also there's a little pin right there that has to come out. Let's see. What else? Also, when you get this pin out, or when you get these takedown tabs out, right? You have this little spring detent, this detent on the spring pressure. You have to make sure that doesn't fly out. Then you take that out, and you take your locking block out. Oh, before you can do all of that, let's start with the right order. You're taking out this rear pin, and you're taking out this front pin. All right. Okay, then after you take out those two pins, you take out the tab and this detent, and then you take the slide release. That bar that goes across from here to here is what actually holds in the actual trigger. So that big hole that you see on the trigger, that's where that goes. So after you have all of those out, then you go ahead and kind of shimmy this out a little. Be careful. And then you install your trigger. Put this back in. Put your sliding block back in. Put this back in. But that's after you align your trigger here. And then that's it. It's not the easiest in the world. It took me about 30 minutes to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you don't have any basic knowledge of how these things work. I'm not an armorer, so I wouldn't recommend it at all. I just do it because I know if I break it, I can take it someplace who they do have an armorer, and they can go ahead and fix it for me. But yeah, that's that. All right, I'll roll in some video. I'll speed it up so you guys aren't too bored. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment. All right, appreciate it. These are the tools that we'll be using. We have a punch kit, a little brass hammer, a block, needle nose pliers, small screwdriver.